Well. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Scream Things podcast, all things horror. And it's been 6 weeks? Yeah, it's been 6 weeks since we've done our last talk on here, or just overall talking about any films in general. And it's been a long time, I must say. April there just wasn't anything happening. Like, yeah, we had the Michael movie. We had Hokum, which released May 1st, so almost an April-ish type of thing. But we had like absolutely no horror films coming out that month, so I just didn't do any type of podcast or anything related to like April. There just wasn't anything going on. But May is going to be a big month for horror. We have so many great things releasing. We have the Backrooms, which is going to end off May on a very high note on May 29th. And we have one of my most anticipated films of the year thus far releasing next Friday. We have Obsession, directed by Curry Baker, and this movie looks crazy. I don't know if any of you guys have seen what's going on for this film, but it looks pretty darn crazy. I've seen all of the trailers and stuff where it's like dark romantic comedy horror. It seems very intriguing and it seems very interesting. I like it how it's going on in this like you have this chocolate bar or whatever. It's called actually what is it called? I know Mr. Quacks was talking about it. I completely forgot what it's called. What was it called? A One Wish Willow, yes. So it's called a One Wish Willow. If you buy it and you have like a wish or whatever that you want to like say and be like, oh yeah, I wish for this to happen. Well, now's your chance. So the whole film is about this one wish that a guy wants, which is for his crush to fall in love with him. And it has this very dark, twisted turn right after that. And it's overall, it just seems like a crazy experience, to say the least. I mean, I've seen the trailers and stuff. I might go see it next Friday, who knows. But this movie seems genuinely off putting and it seems really freaking like crazy. I'm really like interested to see how it's gonna work out. But based off of Killjoy Jake's like early reviews, based off of it, he's saying it's gonna be a cinematic masterpiece for horror. And apparently, Curry Baker is doing a phenomenal job on it. So I'm really interested to see how all of this is going to work out. But he also, Curry Baker, he recently just announced that he's doing a new film right after it. I'm pretty sure it has Violet McGraw, who plays whatever the little girl's name is in Megan. She's going to be doing a film with Mr. Baker, and it seems to be, uh, hopefully, it's going to be great. Although I'm just not a big fan of Megan. I'm gonna be honest here. Like I've seen the films, Megan kind of sucks. I know a lot of people are like, Megan's a pretty cool film. I hate Megan. I literally cannot stand Megan. This whole AI thing with Megan was just god awful. I mean, it's so awful. So, I mean, hey, the acting was good. I think Violet McGraw does a great job in that. And I want to see what she's going to do in this Curry Baker film. I'm not sure what it's going to be called, the film. I'm not sure at all what Curry Baker is naming this film or what it's supposed to be about. But I mean, hey, we have Obsession right now, and Obsession looks like a crazy film. It's really just it looks like something else. Like this film seems very off-putting and stuff. Like it just seems like a lot. But we do have the man himself, Sad Boy Mode, coming on onto here, and I know you are very, very excited about this film, especially since it's like dark romance, I guess you could say. And man, I 100% agree with that. It looks crazy ridiculous. Can't wait for Soulmate Megan might be in it. Wait, who? Like in what? Obsession or in Curry Baker's other film that he announced he would be doing with the actress from Megan. Yeah, it is dark romance. Really dark romance. From what I heard about the film, it just seems like it's gonna be crazy wild. I'm actually gonna put on some music just to have in the background. I don't I don't think I would get a copyright claim for that, right? I don't think I would. Because it's not like it's really that big of a deal. It's just music. I mean, I get it if it's something like actually showing footage, but oh snap. No, the horror movie called Soulmate that we didn't see it. Oh, there's a movie called Soulmate. Oh, interesting. Okay, I was like, oh, interesting. I'll be watching it on the 16th. Yeah, I might watch it next week just by myself. I asked my friend if he might want to go, but who knows? I don't know. I do really want to see it, but I kind of just want to see it by myself. You know what I'm saying? I guess I just kind of want to see it by myself. Um, what we talked about on the stream before, I was like, I don't know. Like, I asked my friend and stuff if he wanted to go or stuff, and he was like, "No, I'm gonna be with my father." And I was like, "Okay, okay." But I don't know. I kind of just want to see it by myself and see how it goes, and then I'll see what happens after that. I'll do a cruel review as usual because come on, who doesn't do a cruel review? Obviously, I do. Because I got school on Friday. Mm. How long do classes go for usually there? I also have I also have a class that day as well, but I'm not really gonna do anything about that if I'm being honest. School's just like school's out of my way. I'll still be posting and stuff as usual. I'll still go see a movie. School cannot stop or get in my way. So I just kind of like, I mean, even here, I do YouTube and stuff. Like right now, I just got off of school an hour ago, almost 2 hours ago. And what am I doing? I'm streaming as we speak. Let me see which is the better. No, this is a better camera angle. Okay, getting a job at Hot Topic next year. You see, that's a good one. The closest, unfortunately for me, the closest Hot Topic to me is a 30-minute drive. Actually, it might be less than a 30-minute drive. It's like a 20-minute drive, but still, that's 20 minutes. And I don't know if I want to like drive out 20 minutes just for a Hot Topic. I probably would, but the Hot Topic usually never really has anything. Because for me, I'm more like I want to go for like find Silent Hill stuff or like just other cool like emo-ish shirts. So it's like I don't really find much there, but I did find this in like December. Pretty pretty radical. It actually came in a set of two. The other one broke off, unfortunately. I, yeah. Unfortunately, it broke off, but oh wait, I have an idea. You know what? I'm kind of dumb, but I could just do this. Hold up. Let me take this. I'm just gonna stick it through this one instead. All right. Dude, I'm like actually struggling to get this on because the holes on this are ridiculously small. Yep, that's falling off. All right. All right, let me try to get this thing on. Don't mind me. Dude, why is this so small? And I have like big hands. Y'all get that pain, bro? All right, how does that look? I think that looks pretty nice. It's just double, I guess. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see the All right. I got a black heart with a black cat with a knife saying "till death do us part." That's a really good one. I actually really like that. I would probably get something like that. But for the meantime, I have this. I think most of my stuff I actually got from like Hot Topic and stuff. I wonder if Hot Topic would do any like merch or something for Obsession. That would be really sick. Um, Actually, let me find like some stuff I got from Hot Topic because I have a decent bunch. You know what? What? I think my boss loves it. Oh, the necklace? Honestly, come on, who wouldn't? I have this. Dude, this thing is like $200. It is ridiculously rare. It's the Shadow Freddy plush from Five Nights at Freddy's. Pretty darn rare. Okay, laying it on the bed. Thank God. Scream 7 stuff from Hot Topic. No, I actually don't own anything from Scream 7 at Hot Topic, believe it or not. Uh, know what I got from Hot Topic? Yeah. Oh, okay. Uh, did they actually do like stuff for Scream 7? I know they did, but I don't know what they did. Last time I was at Hot Topic was like a month ago, maybe. They didn't really have anything though. I was there for like 1 minute because it's in a mall, and then I was just like, you know what? I'm gone, bro. There's like absolutely nothing here. I do need to start going to Hot Topic more than I do. Maybe even find some Obsession merch there. Who knows? Only Ghostface stuff, bloody. So it's like not even like Scream 7 merch. That kind of sucks. I just thought of a crazy merch idea. And I think they sell this. I'm not quite sure. Who knows if they might have it at Hot Topic. It is dark romance. I mean, the movie's a dark romance horror, and Hot Topic is like horror metal adjacent, like stuff like that. What I think would be cool for them to sell is like the One Wish Willow, like the box of the One Wish Willow, and they have like a full on box or whatever, and then you can like buy it as like a souvenir or whatever. Maybe it's a real chocolate. Who knows? But who would actually want to like wish for something using the One Wish Willow? Who would want to do that? Not me. You want me to stay away from that type of stuff. I would never be caught wishing for something with the One Wish Willow. That would be just crazy. We talk about the back lol. Uh, Not hot tub. Nope. No, we're done there. We're done. We're done there. We don't go into that type of stuff on here. No. Uh, just no. The like. Although if we're talking like the back of Hot Topic, they just have like shirts and stuff. I was at Hot Topic not that long ago, and they have this really, really nice shirt, like a hoodie-ish. And it was like a Silent Hill 2 hoodie, and it was like front, back, it was really, really, really nice. It was like a zipper type of one, and I really want it, and it looks really nice. It's a Silent Hill 2 hoodie. Looks great. They actually sell a lot of Silent Hill stuff, which is really, really nice. I mean, another Gothic store. Well, there's a lot of stuff that could be considered Gothic store. I find I pick up better stuff from Spencer's when it comes to clothing. Clothing wise, it's kind of a mix because I do think Spencer's has a very good variety of like horror shirts and stuff, but and metal shirts too. But Hot Topics just like it's Hot Topic, guys. They have some really cool stuff. I feel like for like shirts is where Spencer's wins in that type of occasion, but for like everything else, like keychains and stuff or whatever, really anything. I feel like I would say that Hot Topic is by far superior. You know what? Let me find some like Spencer's shirts that I know I have. Uh this one I got off of a website, so it's not technically Spencer's. I actually don't know anything. Spirit Halloween solos both. For clothing you're talking about? Okay, for accessories, I can see why. I mean, like, although for like keychains or like necklaces or rings and stuff, I mean, Hot Topic, guys. I actually can't see anything in here. I can't find it. I think this is the only one I got from Spencer's, actually. No, this was Spirit, wasn't it? All right. You know what? I picked up a lot of Terrifier stuff there. That's Spencer's and Spirit. Oh, so it's both. Okay, so yeah, I think I got it from Spirit, but it is at Spencer's. I know that for sure. Um Back then Hot Topic was having little peep stuff, but his mom owns the stuff now. Yeah, that makes sense. That was like the first shirt to go mainstream. Yes, it was. I also own another Terrifier 3 shirt. But one of my favorite things that I own, and I love wearing this, I have it right here actually. Some really, really nice Art the Clown pajamas. These are my go-to, I swear, dude. They're also like, although this is just me holding it by the pockets and stuff, like it's it's like this big, I'd say, but it's extremely stretchy. You own them too? Let's go. Dude, these are where they're at. These are really nice. I'm telling you. Like if you want good Terrifier merch, just go there, bro. But I will say I do have I actually got these off of Amazon, actually. Got these ones off of Amazon. I prefer these way better than the Spirit ones. Um, I got the pants and a hooded blanket for Christmas. I got those ones for Christmas actually. And peace out, sad boy mode. It was nice having you on here to talk a little bit about obsession. It's honestly just I want you guys to go see it. The movie looks really good. I mean, the thing is about these podcasts, a lot of people think like it's supposed to be directly about obsession or whatever we're talking about. And most of the time, that's usually what it is. Um, you usually just join these streams and think we're going to be talking about like obsession or whatever. And the thing about podcasts is that, yeah, your main topic is going to be obsession, but we also just expand out like the boundaries and start talking about different stuff. For example, we're talking about Hot Topic and stuff. Like, it's the most talked horror movie. At the moment, yes. Like, there is so much stuff going on. Is there any featured guests tonight? No. I was gonna ask someone, but this podcast was very last minute. I made the podcast and announced it 4 days ago, so way too late. So I was like, you know what? I'll just go solo for this one because I do solo stuff sometimes. But I was just like, you know what? I'll just go solo for this one. Because usually when I talk to someone, we usually schedule it out like 2 weeks or 1 week prior to the episode. And this was 4 days ago I announced this. So it was very last minute, but I will probably have a guest on for the Backrooms and Scary Movie 6, in which Scary Movie 6, I think I already know who I want on here. I'm gonna ask multiple people, obviously, but Kyle, he's always gonna be the first pick. I mean, he literally helped start Scream Things. Come on. But other than that, we're really just gonna be please don't peek. Oh my god. Other than that, we're more gonna be just for this podcast. You can throw me on if you want to. Mio saves me from typing up a storm. I know. It's just unfortunately I would, but I did this. I don't actually do it anymore, unfortunately. Or I haven't done it in a while, but I used to do this thing called Horror Talk Tuesday, where it was a type of stream where it's very similar to the podcasts, but it's not a podcast, and you guys can just come on whenever you want. For a podcast, you have to schedule it and you have to like lock in if you're a guest or not. So I would add you, but I can't because this is a podcast. However, obviously Horror Talk Tuesdays, I haven't done them in a while. So who knows? I might actually do a Horror Talk Tuesday sometime, maybe even tomorrow. I'll bring it back. Who knows? Because it was pretty fun. We had TCCK on last time. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. But we just haven't done any of that in a while. Same with horror watch parties. We haven't done the watch parties in a while, which kind of sucks. We should probably get back into that because the last time I did one was in February. And there's some pretty nice films that I think would be good doing something for it, but we just haven't done anything about it yet, which is why I was like, you know what? I haven't done a podcast in a while. Let's get back onto it. Ever since April did not have like a single horror movie at all that was worth a podcast for. Like Backrooms, Scary Movie, Obsession, the one we're doing right now. All of these are podcasts that are worth talking about. Ready or Not, worth talking about because it's Ready or Not. Scream 7, obviously. Return to Silent Hill, I was going to do. And same for Stranger Things Season 5. And I believe a Five Nights at Freddy's 2. But I ended up canceling all of those because I was in a very big moving phase. If you go back to my Predator Badlands podcast, you will see it was a completely different setup. Completely different. This is our current setup. Looking actually pretty darn good. But no, we haven't done anything like this in a while. And that was why I canceled all of those podcasts because I was moving and I just wanted to rest for a bit. But obviously we have the beautiful new shelf over here, if you can see it. We have like a whole bunch of new stuff on here. It's pretty crazy. You know what? I'll actually go ahead and show you a lot of the new stuff I got that I have not showed yet. On like a stream or something. Oh yeah, bro. We got a fan right here, which I believe just turns on like so. Dude, I'm not even joking. The humidity here is wild. It is so unbelievably hot. I can't. I actually do have a shelf dedicated for Scream 7. I yearn for Terrifier podcasts. You know, I did do a Halloween Horror Nights 2025 podcast with TCCK back in August. So you can go back and look at that. But for now, we're going to have to wait until Terrifier 4. I also did a Terrifier 3 watch party back in December for Christmas. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. We also got this beautiful thing right here. The poster. It's from Spencer's, actually. I think you already knew that, though. But we have a full-on, like, Scream 7 shelf. It's pretty sweet. So I do have the Gripper Cup, and probably the biggest surprise, I actually own the popcorn bucket. This is super cool. The popcorn bucket, which was like, dude, I spent, no joke, okay, I spent, no joke, $70 on the popcorn bucket and the cup. It's unbelievably expensive. It's so crazy. If they bring back art for the Terror Tram, we should do we will. Absolutely. I will probably do HHN podcasts every single year because come on. My theater sold out a day before the movie even came out. Guess what? Well, you know what? I actually did watch Scream 7 on opening night. So I was the first one to buy them. So basically, I went to the Scream 7 opening night fan event around 2 hours before the movie started. I got in and immediately bought the popcorn bucket and the cup. So I managed to secure it pretty easily. I actually do have the poster for it, actually. I'll take this off real quick. But I did also frame the poster right here. Here we have the Scream 7 opening night poster that I did. I did too, but my theater let the stuff sell out a day early. Yeah, that sucks. Mine did it on the 26th, which was when the movie released. And I also have this right now, which I just got in. The Macabre Spirits stuff. And it's signed by Matthew Lillard. I am so happy about that. And I also have the box right here. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, the Scream 7 premiere was that was crazy. So many people went to that. My theater had like no one going like a day before, and then the tickets just went out like crazy. How did you even purchase that stuff? I didn't. My mom did for me as a gift 2 weeks ago as a gift, and I'm more than grateful, dude. I mean, it's signed by Matthew Lillard. Come on. But apparently it was like 180 US. Like, my God, dude. 180 US. You know, I met David Harbour for that much. That's crazy. Yeah. But didn't they actually release that for Scream 7, if I'm correct? You know what? I'll bring the box up right now just to show you. Ghostface, run goodbye, recovery spirits. I'd pay anything for a Matthew Lillard signature. Yeah. Okay, so here's the box. It's pretty sweet. And then you open it and you get all of this really cool stuff. So you get all of this. You get a cool, awesome little message from Matthew Lillard. You get two glasses. You get two glasses over here and up there. You get two little pins, and then you have the vodka, which I'm displaying it right now. But there you go. You have all of that. I also have skeets. I'm not gonna bring it down right now since it's kind of in a awkward position, but it's right here. It's right here. Skeet signature. So I'm glad to say that I have both of the original Ghost Faces. I also have a signed Funko Pop by Roger L. Jackson, whom I met 2 years ago almost. That's crazy to say. That one is a awesome Funko Pop. I love that one. It's actually just the basic Funko Pop, just signed. So there's that. But yeah, so that was just kind of like everything I have so far. Yeah. I don't know. What do we talk about now? It's either I wish I was able to get out and meet celebs. Man, you are lucky. Hey, you're in New Brunswick. Just go to Toronto, bro. Go to Toronto for the Toronto Fan Expo. You will have crazy people going there. You know what? I'll actually bring out who I met this year. Because Fan Expo Vancouver is like a sky train away from me. So every single year since 2023, me and my dad and now his girlfriend, we've all been going out to Vancouver Fan Expo to meet people and stuff. So I've met Christopher Lloyd. I'm talking about only the people I've met at Fan Expo. This isn't including like Roger L. Jackson, David Arquette, Kane Hodder. I'm talking only people I've met at Fan Expo. I've met Bruce Campbell, which I'm very lucky to have met. Bruce Campbell, Grace Van Dien, who I'm also pretty lucky to have met. Rose McGowan, Christopher Lloyd, Najee Jeter, the voice actor for Miles Morales, Shannon Chan Kent, Vincent Tong, and Brian Drummond, who all voice people in Death Note. And then this year, I met Nick Apostolides, Alessandro Giuliani, and Brad Swall. So 2023 I didn't meet anybody, but this year I started 2024 is when I started like going around and meeting celebrities. So I'll bring out who I met in this year because I could just easily grab the signatures right now. Thankfully. So first off, we have the Resident Evil 2 PS5 signed by the one and only Leon sorry, it's the camera's inverted for me, so it's like really weird. But we have Leon Kennedy right there. It says to David, Leon. Really awesome signature. It's one of my favorites actually. Dude, Nick Apostolides is my favorite actor I've met so far. He is such a cool guy. And then I have my Death Note, which is a Death Note signed by the voice actor for Kira and L. So it's a really, really awesome, like very screen accurate as well. Even has like actual stuff in here. It actually has like real stuff written in it. It's actually really, really nice. But yeah, so we have that. All right. So that's pretty much everyone I've met, or that's whom I met this year. And at Rose City Comic Con, I met Henry Thomas and David Harbour. And I also got this signed print by the artist. So he was selling this one, and unfortunately, when I moved, it got unfortunately damaged, which I'm really sad about because this is such a nice piece. His artwork is insane. Look at this. I mean, dude, look at that. And then there's his signature on the bottom right there. Really nice. But yeah, honestly, conventions are one of the greatest things you will ever experience. So, yeah, that was pretty much today's podcast. We talked at least 10 minutes about obsession, which is a good amount. But yeah, that's pretty much all we're going to do today for today's podcast. This one was kind of more like, as I said, very last minute. I wasn't prepared for this one at all. And also, having no guests on here is very hard to do podcasts for, since it kind of feels like you're talking to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that was this stream. Thank you all for coming on here. This was episode 18, Obsession, directed by Curry Baker, which will be in theaters next Friday, May 15th. Make sure you guys go grab your tickets right now. They are on sale. AMC, Cinemark, Cineplex, Landmark Cinemas, Regal. Name any single theater you can. Tickets are on sale now. Please go watch it. It looks like such a fantastic film. And apparently it will change horror forever. This was your boy, Cruel ZV. And now Cruel ZV lives. So thank you all so much for coming on. This was Cruel ZV, and I will see you all later. Peace.